No, he's got big.
Where do you want the boys? How do we got it? Here or here? Your boys are doing. Hey, you looking at hold on to? Right here. Mom, sorry.
I need 11 here. So I get it done. But you're gonna come up here and everything else. You're good. You need to remember the first room. The question
Here you go, baby.
You're looking good, buddy.
You can find out.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
You have it right here. Okay, go ahead. Like, since it's 9, I think maybe I'll stay and in here. And then, well, she'll be. So that's. So that could be a Are you saying? You get inside. You'll set it out. Okay, good. I write it to you, but it's right here in front of everybody can make sure that your phones are at least on the file. Yeah.
I assume everyone.
Everyone's
here
listening
for.
at Chadwick and I heard them.
Okay. That's case.
Case and master. Thank you.
That's what it is, so.
I'm gonna go with that. Right around. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Hello, 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 hello.
I know you say that on record. Longer. This is portal. Is it that for? Yeah. Yeah.
Don't cry yet.
Like 48 people. I think this is a record for me. We're extremely fast.
Other ones are checking the other.
Yeah.
Even from Cambodia, you've got people checking.
Uh-huh. You count them in your account?
No.
Oh, more. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so the Superior Court is now in session. We got to look at how to preside.
You may be seated. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Adoption Day, Chadwick family. Council.
We are here today with Heather and Diane Chadwick, as well as Jason, who is smiling happily at the moment. Landon and Victor. And 40 plus of their friends and family who are here to celebrate today. And we are ready to proceed if you're on the like us to get the clients sworn in.
Absolutely. Welcome everyone to the courtroom, and I'll have the Chadwick family come forward. And everyone can raise their right hands, including the brothers. That's right, and Kason too. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you may lower your hands.
Heather, I'm going to ask these questions to you first, since Brian seems to be busy. Heather, can you please state your full legal name? Heather Elise Chadwick. Thank you. And we understand that your co-petitioner is your husband here. And what is his full legal name? Brian James. Thank you. Today we are all present for the finalization or your request to finalize the adoption of Kason. He was born on February 27th, 2022 at Providence Medical Center in Everett, Washington. And he has been in your physical custody since just days after his birth. Is that correct? Correct. And I further understand that although this was originally a placement through DCYF and a voluntary placement agreement, that ultimately a birth mother, Crystal, had signed a consent for your adoption of Kason. Is that correct? Correct. I also understand that that consent has already been pre-approved by the court in an order entered terminating her parental rights. Is that right? Correct. It's also my understanding that we have requested the court's permission for publication of notice to an unknown alleged birth father. That publication has taken place. It commenced on October 12th, 2022 and continued for 3 consecutive weeks. No one has appeared or otherwise objected in the fact on behalf of any alleged father. And therefore we are asking the court today to enter that order terminating the alleged father's rights. Is that right? Correct. In this process, and I understand it's been a long one, you have had multiple home studies and pre and post placement reports conducted, both by DCYF as well as Joan Ward, an independent adoption social worker. All of the copies of those pre and post placement have been provided in this case. Is that right? Correct. It's my further understanding that Joan Ward, as the final social worker, provided recommendation, has made a favorable recommendation for your adoption of Kason today. Is that right? Correct. And Heather, you are a good and proper person to adopt Mason because you are emotionally, physically, and financially capable and willing to support it. Do you believe that it's in his best interest we finalize this adoption today? Yes, I do. Now, Ryan,
Yes,
do you agree with the testimony that Heather provided this morning?
I do.
Can you also attest that you are a good and proper person to adopt Payson because you are emotionally, physically, and financially capable and willing to support the
I agree.
Do you agree then that it's in his best interest we finalize the adoption today?
I do agree.
Ryan, I'm gonna ask you because Heather's got her hands full as well now. We have a couple of procedural hurdles that I want to make sure we can attest for the court. First, is it true that you have no reason to believe that Payson has any Native American or Native Alaskan heritage and therefore the Indian Child Welfare Act does not apply?
Agree.
Is it also true that neither the birth mother nor the alleged father, to our knowledge, were members of the U.S. military service and therefore the service member civil relief act does not apply?
I agree.
Thank you. And so in entering this decree today, you are asking the court to update and amend Payson's birth certificate to identify you and Heather as his legal parents. Is that right?
That's correct.
I understand you also requested a name change for Payson. Can you tell the court the full legal name you selected for your son?
Jason Sawyer Chadwick.
Very good, thank you. Kippen, are you ready to be a big brother? Yes. Do you want to have Payson be part of your family forever and ever? Yes. Very good. And do you agree? Are you ready to be a middle brother now? Both a younger brother and an older brother? Yes. Do you believe it's in his best interest, in your best interest, that we finalize this adoption today? Yes. Very good. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Thank you, counsel. Well, family, what I'd like to do is I'd like for you to turn around towards your loved ones and friends and family. And then I'd like for you, mom and dad, to repeat after me. I, Ryan, and I, Heather. Heather can go first. I, Heather, and I, Ryan, take Kaysen to be our son, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, for the rest of our lives. And now, brothers, why don't you come around? Why don't you repeat after me? We take Kaysen to be our brother and to be a part of our family for the rest of our lives. Yay. I have reviewed all of the very carefully prepared materials about the Chadwick family, and I am signing off on all of the findings and conclusions presented to me, making findings that you are the right and proper people to have Kaysen added to your family as your son and as your brother. And I am formally changing his name. And I am presenting you with a certificate of family membership. Congratulations, and go on in good health with your family and friends. Yeah, of course. You want me to come down there? Yes. Okay.
Let's stand over here by Ryan and the other stand on the side. And then we'll read the guys and move down. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Welcome to Webley from the Aqua Sox, who's here also to congratulate the family and all the kids here. If anybody wants a picture with Webley, he's much better looking than me. Yeah. So fun. Yeah. That's great. What a nice crowd.
Nice.
Yeah, in-person adoptions. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, we can set up the next one. It's fine. I can take off and then I can be brought back out again. It's fine. Yeah, yeah.
No, we're not.
Why are we sitting on by the?
Right.
Yeah. We have everyone finish.
Yeah. The third one, you know, you may, you know, see if they could.
All right, so when County Superior Court is now in session, the Honorable Hannah Alexander presiding.
You may be seated.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
We're ready to proceed with the adoption of Riker Roy, and Dr. Father Sean Roy.
Come on forward.
So this is Riker and this is Sean.
Hi, Riker. Hi. Hello, Sean.
Who are you?
I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and swear Sean in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? You may lower your hand and you may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Riker. Sean, could you please state your full name for the record?
Sean Lamorani.
And you are the sole petitioner in this action, correct?
I am.
Okay. And I understand that you reside in Linden, Washington, is that right?
Yes.
And do you consent to both jurisdiction and venue here in Snohomish County Superior Court for purposes of this adoption? Okay. Today, you are seeking to finalize your adoption of Riker, born November 11th, 2015, in Everett, Washington, to Miranda Lynn Roy and Morgan B. Schmidt. Is that correct? And I understand that the birth mother and father have consented to the relinquishment, termination of their parental rights, and your adoption of Riker. And Riker has been in your temporary custody since that time. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I also understand that the parental rights of both birth parents have been terminated by a prior court order entered on November 1st, 2022. Is that correct? Is it also correct that Carolyn Cochran, Masters of Education, prepared both your pre and post placement reports with favorable recommendations for adoption of Riker? And we filed those documents with the court. Is it also correct, to the best of your knowledge and information, that Riker is not an Indian child subject to the Indian Child Welfare Act, nor subject to the Service Members Civil Relief Act? Can you attest for this court that you are emotionally, physically, and financially prepared and capable of supporting Riker through the age of adulthood? Yes, ma'am. And in this case, I understand that you have demonstrated that willingness and ability for Riker's entire life, even prior to this adoption procedure, as detailed in Carolyn Cochran's pre-placement report. Is that correct? You believe it is in Riker's best interest to finalize this adoption today? In so finalizing, are you also asking the court to direct the Washington State Department of Health to issue an amended birth certificate for Riker, which both identifies you as his sole legal parent and also updates and changes his name?
Yes.
What is the new name you have selected for Riker?
Riker Jameson Ronnie.
Thank you, Sean. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Riker, do you want Sean to be officially your dad? You do? Okay. Then I will have you guys turn to one another and take your hands together. And Sean, repeat after me. I, Sean, take you, Riker,
Sean,
to be my son,
my son,
in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, for the rest of our lives. And Riker, can you repeat after me? I, Riker, take you, Sean, to be my dad for the rest of my life. Yay. Congratulations. By the power vested in me, I pronounce you dad and son. And I have a special official certificate of dad and son, signed by me. I've signed the findings and conclusions presented to me, and you are now officially one family. Congratulations. And go in good health and live a great life together.
Thank you, Your Honor, very, very much.
You're welcome. Congratulations. You want a picture? Do you want to come up here?
Wanna go up there? Come ahead.
Come on up. Yeah. You want to sit in the chair? Pretend to be a judge?
Standard.
Yeah, you can. You can climb on up. Very good.
All right, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Here, let me. Are you gonna hold it for me?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Okay, technical involvement here, Your Honor. Do you want to?
I'll exit and
Sounds good. Well, they get the teddy bears. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right. All right, so County Superior Court is now in session. The Honorable Hannah Alexander.
you may be seated. Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. We're here again this morning to finalize the adoption of Braxton Andres Devon Bradsher by Jean Marie Bell. And if you all want to come up there, and we have her village here.
Yay, welcome everyone.
There it is. So this is Jean and this is Braxton.
Hi, Braxton.
Say
Hi. 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 Okay, I will have you both raise your right hands. He's doing it already. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. You may proceed.
So welcome Braxton, welcome Jean. Jean, could you please state your full name?
Jeannie Marie Bell.
And you are the sole petitioner in this action, correct?
I am.
And I understand that you reside in Everett, Washington, is that correct? And you consent to both jurisdiction and venue in the Snohomish County Superior Court for purposes of this adoption?
Yes.
Today, you are seeking to finalize your adoption of Braxton Andres Devon Bradshaw, born November 12, 2019, at Swedish Medical Center, First Hill in Seattle, Washington, to, I'm so sorry, Leandria, thank you, Devon Berry, and Andres Omar Bradshaw, but now in the legal custody of DCYF and in your physical custody at the direction of that agency. Is that correct? That's correct. And I understand that the birth mother's parental rights were terminated in a separate legal action in Snohomish County Juvenile Court, and that certified copies of those dependency pleadings were filed herein. Is that correct? Correct. And I further understand that the birth father passed away on September 11th, 2021, and a certified copy of his death certificate is filed herein. Yes, that's correct. Is it correct that Braxton has been in your care since November 15th, 2019? Yes. I understand that BCYF conducted both your pre and post-adopt placement reports, all of which are filed herein with favorable recommendations for your adoption of Braxton. Is that correct? That's correct. BCYF has now executed a consent to your adoption of Braxton. A copy of that consent is filed herewith, and more than 48 hours have elapsed since that consent was signed, correct? Correct. It is also correct that, to the best of your knowledge and information, Braxton is not an Indian child subject to the Indian Child Welfare Act, nor subject to the Service Members Civil Relief Act. That's correct. Can you attest for this board that you are emotionally, physically, and financially prepared and capable of supporting Braxton through the age of adulthood? I am. And in this case, I understand you have demonstrated that willingness and ability to care for Braxton his entire life, even prior to this adoption proceeding, as detailed in DCYF's pre-placement and post-placement report. Yes. Do you believe it is in Braxton's best interest to finalize this adoption today? Yes. Are you? In so finalizing, are you also asking the court to direct the Washington State Department of Health to issue an amended birth certificate for Braxton, which both identifies you as his sole legal parent and also updates and changes his name? Yes. What is the new name you have selected for Braxton? Braxton Atticus Bell. Thank you, Jean. I have no further questions at this time.
Jean Marie Bell, do you take Braxton to be your son, to have and to hold in sickness and in health from this day forward and for the rest of both your lives? In that case, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you mom and son and declare Braxton Atticus Bell your son for the rest of your days. Congratulations. And I present a special certificate with Braxton's new name, declaring him a member of your family. You're welcome. If the village wants to come and take lots of pictures in the front, the village is welcome. Hey, nice to see you. I love that. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, Webley. Come back anytime.
Thank you.
Come back anytime. More adoptions. Hey, Garrett, will you ask Webley to take the big gavel to the reception area? I'm sorry? I mean, I think he should. No, no? You can take it too if you want. I think we have a photo booth, I think, in the jar. So this could be a good prop. All right. You can stop the lights.